Have you ever heard of a place where your own voice becomes your worst enemy? Not in a metaphorical sense, but literally, a place where the sound you make doesn't just bounce back. It twists, it learns, and it hunts. Today, we're venturing into the legend of a place known only as the Hallway of Echoes. This isn't just a story about a haunted corridor. It's a journey into how sound itself can become a prison. The legend begins with a structure that, on the surface, looks completely unremarkable. An old, forgotten building, maybe an abandoned sanatorium or a derelict hotel, with a long, dim hallway stretching into darkness. It looks like countless other urban exploration spots, dust motes, dancing in slivers of light, peeling wallpaper, the scent of decay and damp stone. Nothing suggests the profound wrongness that lies within. But the moment you take your first step over the threshold, the world subtly shifts. You take a step. The sound of your shoe on the grimy floor is solid, real. Then comes the echo. But something is off. It's delayed, just a fraction of a second too late, as if it was considering its response. You take another step. Faster, this time. The echo follows, but again, with that same unnatural pause. It feels less like a reflection of sound and more like a reply. You stop, your heart starting to beat a little faster. You stand perfectly still, listening to the profound silence, and then you hear it. A soft scuff, echoing from the darkness ahead. Long after you've stopped moving, it's the echo of a step you never took. Curiosity, that dangerous human trait, pushes you to test it further. You clear your throat. A moment later, an identical sound returns from the depths of the hall. It's your cough, perfect in pitch and timbre. You call out, "Hello." The silence stretches, and just as you begin to feel foolish, a voice answers back. "Hello." It's your voice. Every inflection, every slight waver is replicated flawlessly. But there's an undertone, a cold, hollow quality to it, like your voice is being spoken by something that has no lungs, no vocal cords. It's mimicry, not reflection. This is where the true horror of the Hallway of Echoes begins to unfold. As you venture deeper, drawn by a morbid need to understand, the echoes start to change. They're no longer just mimicking you. You might whisper, "It's dark in here," and the echo that returns, still in your perfect voice, might say, "It's always dark in here." You freeze. You didn't say that. You think back, certain you didn't. But the echo is so convincing, so perfectly you, that a seed of doubt is planted in your mind. Did I say that? Am I losing my mind? The walls themselves seem to be part of the phenomena. They are old, made of stone and plaster, but they feel porous, as if for centuries they've been absorbing sounds, emotions, and secrets. Now, they're not just absorbing, they're releasing them with a chilling intelligence. Visitors, the few who have shared their accounts, speak of this escalation. The echoes stop just repeating words and start speaking thoughts. You might think about a childhood fear you've never told anyone, and suddenly, you hear your own voice whispering from the darkness, still afraid of the man in the closet. Imagine the sheer terror of that moment. Your most private, deeply buried secrets, the things that define your vulnerabilities, are spoken aloud in your own voice, thrown back at you by an unseen entity in the dark. The hallway becomes a confessional where you are both the penitent and the interrogator. The echoes don't just mock you, they dissect you. They find the cracks in your psyche and pry them open, using your own voice as the crowbar. The psychological toll is immense. The hallway knows you better than you know yourself. At this point, every instinct screams at you to turn back. But the phenomenon changes once more. The echoes which have been toying with your mind now adopt a new strategy. They begin to guide you. The disembodied version of your voice becomes soothing, persuasive. Just a little further, eat might coax. What you're looking for is just around the next corner. It promises answers, safety, an end to the fear. It preys on your hope, luring you deeper into the corridor's oppressive embrace. It's a siren's call, sung in your own key. And this is where the accounts become fragmented and terrifying. For those who resist the lore and decide to flee, the true nightmare is revealed. You turn and run, your footsteps pounding, your breath coming in ragged gasps. But the echoes change. They are no longer coming from in front of you. They are no longer mimicking you. As you sprint towards the entrance, the echoes of footsteps are now behind you, and they're not matching your frantic pace. They are heavier, slower, more deliberate. You don't dare look back. You can hear it, though. You hear the echo of a low growl, even though you made no sound. You hear the echo of heavy, dragging footsteps that are not your own. The echoes are no longer imitating you. They are now reflecting the sounds of whatever is behind you, something that your own senses cannot perceive, something that was drawn to your presence, to your sounds. The echoes are now the sonar for a predator you cannot see, its location and movement described by the sounds bouncing off the walls. The hallway isn't just a trap of sound, it's a hunting ground. The echoes are the tracker. No one has ever seen what the echoes are truly imitating in those final, frantic moments. What creature or entity does the hallway reveal through sound alone? What is it that follows people from the depths? The stories end with people bursting out of the hallway, collapsing, unable to speak for hours or even days. When they do, their stories are all the same. The feeling of being pursued by an invisible terror, its presence confirmed only by the treacherous echoes. The Hallway of Echoes isn't a place of ghosts in the traditional sense. It's a place where the fundamental laws of physics seem to have been corrupted. Sound, a tool we use to understand our environment, is turned into a weapon against the mind. It becomes a trap, a lure, and finally, a harbinger of an unseen doom. It leaves us with a chilling question. If you were in that hallway, and the echoes of your pursuer grew louder and closer, would you dare to turn and look? Or would you run, praying that the silence you leave behind is enough to escape what the echoes have awakened? Thank you for joining me on this descent into the Hallway of Echoes. If you enjoy exploring these mysteries that linger in the shadows of our world, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what you think is making those final, terrifying echoes. Until next time, stay curious and listen closely to the silence.